Oh no! Not again!
First we have here is you press a button and the writing slope comes out. So if you wanted to be able to write on something or read, you had an extra slope. Then on the sides, you press one of the buttons and a secret drawer comes out. You press another button on the inside and secret drawers come out on the end. You press a button on the side, the lion heads come out. On the other side of the desk, which we've just turned around, what we have here is Socrates. And then you press a button further here and two more drawers come out. Another drawer at the top. Press a button, more drawers. And then you press another button and another one. Every desk needs a centerpiece. And here's the centerpiece for this one, where you open it up, the drawers come out. Of course, these are secret that lock. And then even the center drawer comes out, which is secret. On the top of it is an eagle, which is the symbol of the Roman Empire. Of course, the strength of. First we have here is you press.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jet Ski Chuck, back with another creepy and scary TikTok that might just melt your reality. If you haven't already, smash that like button and also subscribe. And if you haven't already, uppercut that bell and activate notification all so you don't miss a video. I tried my best to get these boys out to you daily. So yes sir, today we're diving in to that ancient tech. How did they make this ancient tech? I am fascinated by it. The carpentry, the buildings, the flying aircrafts, I can't get enough of it. Just excited about it as I am, let's jump straight into it. That ancient tech. Hayusan!
This beautiful music box was crafted in 1870. And it's like with every passing second of this video, the stunning beauty and craftsmanship gets more and more mesmerizing. Just take a listen to the beautiful melody it makes.
Wow, no electricity? How are the wings flapping and the mouth moving? Wow, that was fascinating. I wonder if we still can build something like that. I thought it just was going to be like one or two different instruments, but they had the drums, the bells, the bird whistling. That was interesting. How old do you think that was?
If you liked the music box from my previous video, you are going to love this amazing songbird that is over 100 years old. It sounds so amazing and lifelike, you would swear it's the real thing. This is something in the era of cheap plastic crap we couldn't hope to replicate today. Sure, you can make something that runs on batteries. The cheap plastic voice box made at some overseas sweatshop, but it would never last hundreds of years like this. And I don't think we could make it sound or look near as realistic as it does here.
Who made this? How did he get it? There's no way. Is this all off one spin? It might have just
Hearing
needed a
this
little oil.
reminds me that we truly are going forwards in reverse. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
That was insane. He barely cranked it once. And that you're telling me that was made 100 years ago? That was incredible. It sounded just like a real bird. If someone put that right outside your window and cranked it, there's no way you can tell that was a speaker. You'd be like, man, that's a real bird. And if you didn't see the mechanical boxes underneath it moving, you'd be like, that bird is going crazy. How did they do it is the question. Who is the creator of that? And how come we don't see him anymore? Okay, we got some more ancient tech. What is this, a lock? It looks like a lock. Wow, that was a lock. This has to be the... It takes 2 keys? How tight is that? Man, these were before their time. Who made this? Yo, what they doing with old Mickey? Oh Lord. What type of coin is that? maybe they use honey for some type of medicine, maybe. Damn. Hold on, was that laser cut? Is that how they possibly made these structures? Using some sort of freak? Man, they're flying on these pictures. Hold on, man. I wish I could slow them down. They are flying on these boys. Look at these. The designs. Where can I see these? Man, all these patterns are incredible. Like, my eyes can't absorb it all, and they going at the speed of light. Man, who can enjoy these videos this fast? Okay. Yeah, there's something about these buildings, man. Like, these boys supposed to fly away or something. Why is this a completely different color? Where are these? Oh, that last one was beautiful. Hold on, let me go back. Man, that is incredible. That elephant. The detail and precision. Like they 3D printed these boys back in the day. Look at that, y'all. There ain't no way. These boys was 3D printed. On this creepy and scary TikTok, they show us cathedrals that produce energy like microwaves. Basically, ions form within the magnetic field. Showing us again how these energy generating cathedrals are just sitting in front of our face, hiding this energy. None of them were designed to ever have glass over them. Streams of ions within the magnetic field form within the cavity resonator, symmetrical vacuums. Here he demonstrates it. You know what them boys resemble? Crop circles. Every time we see crop circles, that's what them boys look like.
From this height, Oliver's Castle, one of the most often debated observations was made early one morning in 1996. A young man who had spent the night here and had brought a video camera with him was woken during early dawn by a humming sound.
Here I'm standing at Oliver's Castle at precisely the same spot as John Whaley was standing in August 1996, when he supposedly, for the first time in history, managed to film the creation of a crop circle.
Look how the frequency just opened those boys up. You could barely see it, but look. They open up.
That the crop circle was
I'm going back. They're not beaming nothing. There's no type of particle beam. This is all frequency. Look how them boys frequencied up. Vibration and frequency. This is real. For entertainment purposes only. This vibration and frequency is real. This is not fake. Entertainment purposes only. They probably was just trying to show us a frequency like, hey, this is what you got to do, man. This is how you get the energy cracking. I see you guys hooking up all these wires. Why? When all this free energy's up in the ionosphere.
That the crop circle was not here on the previous day but had appeared on the following morning was a fact. That John Whaley was here at dawn could be confirmed by a military.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut them off. But look, tell me this don't look like the Cathedral Boys we just was watching. You know, they try to give us the step one. Like, look, you don't got to be all dynamic like those Tartarians was back at those old cathedral buildings. You don't got to go crazy like that. This is the basic one. At least y'all could do this basic one, y'all. Come on. I feel him. I feel him trying to communicate and try to get us looking like this. I get it. Entertainment purposes only. Don't come for me.
Patrol that happened to be jogging by at the time. John went to the local pub later that same day and showed his film to the people there. Even so, many believe that he had managed to manipulate the film with computer animation in the meantime, something that computer animation experts doubt.
Who has time to do that? Who's going to sit there and be like, all right, let me perfectly animate this, even though that would be extremely difficult to do for this video, and be like, look what I found, and then go that hard after it. Come on now, this ain't fake. This one ain't. This is real.
Overlay a perfect animation over a handheld unstable film would need several days of work using the computer equipment of that time. Even today, the film is still a great mystery, and John has gone underground due to the intense interest that his film created.
John, we believe you.
Guys, your thoughts below. Do you think that was a real footage of crop circles the first time ever filmed? Your thoughts below. They trying to tell us about these frequencies and energies. They saying y'all need to catch up, man. We over here on this island, you know, zooming around. Free energy. Man, we got other stuff to worry about. You know?
And if you actually do something with your hand like that, the crop breaks very easily and stays.
Jack Torrance is angry.
And of course, it looks fairly authentic to somebody doesn't understand crop growth.
He awoke early one July morning and found a large section of his barley field had been crushed by unknown culprits. Even worse, the formation was already drawing hordes of the curious into his fragile crop.
In my opinion, that isn't real. And I had one earlier in a piece of barley, and it's pure vandalism, to be quite honest.
A large formation can wipe out hundreds of dollars worth of grain, so most English farmers try to discourage further trespassing by blaming nearly all formations on vandals, even though not one of these vandals has ever been caught in the act, nor are the alleged crimes reported to police or insurance companies.
No, not reporting the actual crop circles. What we will actually get is farmers reporting people on their land who've come to see the crop circles causing a certain amount of damage.
For thousands of foreign visitors, the best view of the circles is from the air. Small planes do a brisk summertime business. From above, it's easy to spot man-made formations, which seem to lack the symmetry of the real thing.
We get people come from Japan, Germany, Switzerland, United States, Australia even. They've all got their own theory about what's causing them.
The problem for serious researchers is to get to the crop formation sites before the word gets out. The site behind me formed just this morning, but has already drawn a crowd, and evidence is being trampled. But some startling discoveries have been made, dramatic differences between hoaxes and the
That's the real thing. Did you see how it was swirling like that? Each grain was perfectly swirled, just like those decorations on those buildings.
Genuine article. In some circles, the very cells of the plants are expanded as if they'd been exposed to high heat. Microscopic blisters can also be seen. And electrostatic energy has been detected even days later.
Electrostatic energy. What's the definition for that? What's the definition for electrostatic energy? We got to figure that out real quick. Come on. Where's my little search? Definition for electrostatic energy.
According to Wikipedia, electric potential energy is a potential energy that results from conservative Coulomb forces and is associated with the configuration of a particular set of point charges within a defined system.
Electric potential energy is I didn't say potential, did I? What did he say? He said electrostatic. See?
And electrostatic energy has been detected.
See, they try to get us, man. They try to put words in our mouth. Electrostatic definition.
Here's the definition of electrostatic, relating to stationary electric charges or fields as opposed to electric currents.
So can those vibrations that's coming out of those cathedrals be electrostatic? I wonder if she'll answer that. Can the energy coming out of the cathedrals be electrostatic? Of course they go to say that. My fault. For entertainment purposes, don't come for me. They said, nah, you on your own with that one.
Detected even days later.
I can feel it here.
What happens to the plants themselves rules out all known explanations.
We have still substantial scientific evidence, changes in the plants at cellular level, molecular level, the germination of plants that are growing 40% faster than the variety of plant they came from. These are many things that have to be answered.
Plants growing 40%? Where have we heard about that? Wasn't it like something you could do with copper that would raise the energy field of the plants? I believe copper does have something to do with it. There's something with this electrostatic and copper that makes plants a lot bigger. Huh. This is interesting. You got to think about the old days when all the produce and everything was bigger. What maybe the electrostatic energy was a lot more thrivable on the ground, you know, with all the giant trees and everything. Just a little something to think about.
For you to destroy DNA requires either high energy particles, something like high energy deuterons, protons, maybe high energy beta rays, or gammas.
Who possesses such technology? Many witnesses think there's a connection to the strange lights reported over the grain fields, lights which are often followed by military helicopters. George Knapp, Eyewitness News 8.
Those helicopters, man, what they on, man? Why is it every time something happens, there's some helicopters right afterwards? Man.
So I've been talking about electroculture success stories. Wait till you see this one.
It's a couple of weeks since I spoke to you last, and here we have another insane bumper crop of veggies that have come from a handful of plants. And quite frankly, there is no reason for hunger in the world for the sake of a bit of wire and some copper. This came from a courgette plant. How insane is the size of this? This is, you know, the size of the cucumbers we're getting, and they are juicy, they are sweet, they are huge. So anybody can do this. For the sake of getting a piece of copper, winding it round a stick or a piece of bamboo, getting a some fat antenna that you can create and shoving it in the ground next to your plants, this is the result that you will get. And I'm immensely proud of it. I'm not used to growing vegetables. I've never done it in my life before. This is my first attempt, and I couldn't be prouder. What makes me even happier is that I'm able to take this down to the Chard Hub for the people who don't have gardens, who don't have any food, and we can share this wonderful bounty. So, as I keep saying, electroculture rocks, and I'm really pleased to be showing you this.
Wow. Basically, she just said, it was kind of tough to hear that when I turned it up as long as I could. But basically, she's saying she just put a copper rod into her garden, and the electromagnetic energy caused the plants to be triple in size. Triple, and it was juicy and sweet. You know, it's not like they just growing big and they nasty. No, they came out juicy and sweet. I can't wait to start a garden. If I ever do one, guess what I'm throwing in? Some copper rods, y'all. Electromagnetic, electrostatic, electro gardening. I don't know what it's called, but it's the truth. For entertainment purposes only.
They don't want us to find electroculture. These strawberries were not doing too well. So we added an electroculture antenna. 1 week later we found insane results. The bushes were double in size. Learn more on our website. They don't want us to find
So does electroculture really work? I gotta say I was skeptical myself, but let's take a look. I can say I've never had carrots this big in my garden before. And look at these peppers. Aren't they beautiful? The chili peppers are thriving. And my cabbages are the size of basketballs, weighing in at 20 pounds. The potatoes were bountiful. So what do you think? I'm giving it a thumbs up. So does electroculture really work?
Tony Stark in these plants. They put an arc reactor around these plants, y'all. I love it. And look how cool it is. I think it's a great idea. I heard you can talk to them too. You talk to your plants, they grow. So you got to hit it with the copper rod. You hit it with the spring water. And you hit it with talking to them. Man, them boys going to come out juicy. Save me some, man. I told y'all about it. If this is your first time hearing about it and you do it, save me some. At least save me some seeds of them boys. Please.
The benefits are so clear, yet nobody is taking advantage of this incredible scientific process. Go look for yourself. This system was adopted by farmers all over Australia, Africa, China, but not America. Why?
So when you create these antennas and you start placing these into your garden, you'll start to notice your plants will grow faster. You'll start to yield more food. Your plants will be bigger, right? You will get bigger food, like tomatoes that are maybe 2-3 times the size, potatoes that are 2-3 times the size. So when they used copper in soil, they started to notice that it increased the plant growth. It increased it sped everything up, basically. It created energy. And he noticed that when you're using a lot of iron in the soil, right, you're creating all this rust, this decay, you're kind of gunking things up, you're diminishing the energy and the magnetism, But when you use copper on this side, you increase all that. And it actually starts to get rid of the slugs and all of those things and whatever. But when I was reading his work, he had this one part in the book where he talked about how in the 1940s, they presented all of this to the politicians, right? They said, we're going to make you copper tools. Farmers are going to have abundance. You know, everybody could be living very well, have a lot of food, have a lot of great things. And the politicians at that time said we were getting a kickback from the fertilizer companies, so we can't do any of that. They put out a big broadcast on the news and the radio and the newspapers about how if we use electroculture or copper-based tools in our gardens, that will yield too much food and not make enough money. And that was put out to all the farmers at that time. So all the farmers who were thinking at that time thought, well, I can't do any of
Sorry, y'all. That was my mom calling. She bringing me fried chicken.
that. I'm going to lose all my money. I'm going to lose, everything that I'm working for. So instantaneously, Victor Schauberger's work completely vanished. And when I read that excerpt in the book, I thought, I got to start talking about this. We got to start trying this. We got to start testing it out. So what I did was I had a moringa plant that was on my balcony, and I'm on the 3rd floor. It's got tap water. It's exposed to all the stuff that's here on the street and things like that. And I decided I'm going to test this out. I'm going to take a piece of wood. I'm going to wrap it with copper. I'm going to stick it in the earth, and I'm just going to kind of see what happens. And what happened was my moringa plant, it created pods, and the average moringa pod is about 6 inches. Mine were 14 inches and 22 inches long. As they used copper in
That was by Cultivate the Elect. Huge shout out to him. He's been dropping some gems. And shout out to Dukes for hitting me up saying she's about to bring me a 10-piece of fresh fried chicken that she doesn't want to go to waste. Shout out to Mom Dukes, y'all. Man, I love Dukes. Huge shout out to all the moms in there, man. Y'all play a huge role in our lives, and we love you. Y'all, this is coming from all y'all sons. I just want to tell you, from all the sons across the world to all the moms that's watching this, we love y'all and thank you. Yes, and also to all the moms, if you got a garden out here, drop some copper. Do a copper rod. Put some wood into your soil, like my man said. Wrap a copper rod around it. Is copper the only thing? Could we do silver, or maybe some gold plated? I don't know what conducts electricity or energy better, but it sounds like we are on to something, y'all. For entertainment purposes only. Don't come for me. This is all for entertainment, and we're all just laughing at this.
Some copper rods into y'all gardens. Shout out to all the moms. And yeah. Where we at, man? All right, y'all. That's it for today's episode. It's a marathon. With these episodes, I'm starting to tell myself, it's a marathon. I can't put everything I want into one video as much as I would like to. I would like to talk for 5 hours straight, and we can just dive into everything. But there's only 24 hours in the day, and I gotta chop this boy up for y'all. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's tuning in, and I appreciate y'all. If y'all made it this far, drop the 100s in the comments so I know you're real. It's your boy Jet Ski Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I do these reactions, these creepy and scary TikTok reactions. If this is your first time watching me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and uppercut that bell and select notifications to all. So as soon as I post, you get notified. If you're watching this on the TV, I know I got a lot of older viewers that watch this on the TV. You better grab that remote and start clicking around and figure out how to activate that bell. Or pull out your phone and have your son say, hook up Jet Ski Chuck on my YouTube. And they'll get you hooked up. And I appreciate all y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next video. God bless y'all and peace. I love you.